Hey guys, welcome. I'm Mark Crypto Boy in Oz. This is the second video of the day. It's the 16th of September, and I'm pretty sad. Uh, I'm easy to admit it. I'm pretty sad. Like, I work for a living, but I've had a day off. I saw my accountant today, which I had to. I've come home, done a video, watched crypto banter, jumping on Twitter, looking at anything that's happening in the crypto space. Got onto crypto banter tweet, and I noticed one guy was asking about IDOs and how you get in on IDOs, and um, IDOs can be life changing. If you don't know what an IDO is, it's an initial DEX offering. Sometimes they're called ICOs, initial coin offering. There's lots of different terminologies, but if they're an offering, if it's if it's a platform where you can get whitelisted for allocation into into projects before they go on resale to the general public, you're getting them at pre-sale, so you're getting special allocation and a special price. And depending on the project, they can absolutely moon. They can go through the roof. To give you an example, I have 1,000 paid network tokens. That's the minimum TE you need to get allocation in the paid network. And it's also part of Apollo X, which is a launchpad within the paid network, um, like website. And paid network uses ERC20 tokens. Apollo X uses BSC, and I had to bridge them over to BSC to participate in Apollo X in Star Atlas. Star Atlas has had massive hype, and I got $140 worth of tokens, and I clicked within 10 seconds. I'd signed the MetaMask wallet to get allocation into Star Atlas, but the the overwhelming users kind of crashed it, and a lot of people didn't end up getting allocation. And cut a long story short, Kyle Chassé, the founder of Paid Network, decided to have a word with Star Atlas, and for the good of the community, he got them to give out 10% of what they would have staked, so $14, which seemed nothing. So $14 in Star Atlas, that's what I got, and that $14 in 2 days was worth $1,800. It, I think it 120x'd straight off the bat, and people were buying it at that price, at the price it was actually listed for, like the price it went to. People were still buying it. I mean, I got it at 140x less than what the current price was, and that is kind of an eye opener into how much money you can make in IDOs. And what you don't realize, or maybe you do, a lot of YouTubers that produce content, um, they get approached by these projects, be seed investors, or to get they basically give them allocation into the project, talking about the projects themselves. And I suppose if you do full disclosure, there's nothing wrong with that, but it can make them serious amounts of money. Now, I'm nowhere near at that level. I've got 73 subscribers or something. But you imagine if Star Atlas said, right, if you talk about our show, we'll allow you to have $20,000 worth of tokens at obviously IDO prices. Well, you talk about $20,000 is like millions and millions of dollars. Like, it's over 2 million. It's over $2 million from $20,000 investment. It's absolutely mental. So that's where a lot of YouTube gurus have made mega wealth. It's not through investing in Bitcoin and Ethereum. That's probably helped, but the platform that they're given and the audience that they've got is what gives them the ability to get allocation into all these projects. Now, for me and you that don't have the luxury of being approached by projects to give you allocation, you've got to actually sign up to the different websites on different platforms, like different blockchains where you can get allocation. So for instance, like with Paid Network, they're on like the Ethereum. They're basically projects on Ethereum. With Apollo X, it's projects on the Binance. You've got things like Occam Finance. I'm just going to click here. So Occam Finance, if you stake 150 coins, tokens of Occam Finance, and you'll get the minimum tier where you can get allocation into Cardano projects. And to give you an idea, these are the tiers. So the basic tier is 150 Occam Finance, which at today's money, it costs you $1,500 buy, or $5,000, $10,000, $40,000, $100,000. So for people getting into the game now, it's very hard to get guaranteed allocation, because if you look down here, so this one, this is what I have. I actually have 300 coins just because I want to get to 500, but I've got 300, but it doesn't benefit me in any way because I've not got 500. So for 150 coins, you get a max allocation of $375 if you actually get whitelisted to the IDO. Now, once you've been included in one IDO, you've got to sit out 2 IDOs until you can be eligible for the 3rd IDO. And to give you full transparency with this, 150 OCC tokens, it gives you a 10 to 30% chance of getting allocation for a project. So if you think about it, that's 1 in 10 to 3 in 10 chance per IDO of getting in. So it's not a massive chance. And if you get in 1, you've got to sit out 2. So in reality, you're probably getting 1. You're probably getting 1 every 10 IDOs if you're lucky. And it's only when you start getting over to your top end tiers where you get guaranteed allocation. I think it's tier 2 and tier 1 that get guaranteed allocation, and it's how much you can invest as well. So these, I mean, if you've got the money, this can make you serious amounts of money, because imagine if you can stick in $1,400 at pre-allocation on a project that's going to absolutely pop, or $3,000 that's going to pop. And the only way you got to get in on these is if you got in Occam Finance at the very beginning, probably during the IDO itself, which would have been on another platform. So yeah, if you're just getting into IDOs now, it's very difficult. And I just jump back to paid network. So paid network, the basic tier is called a moon tier, and you need 1,000 paid tokens. At the minute, this is pretty cheap because it'll cost you about $800 to get allocation, to get a chance of getting allocated. And then for every one of these, you get like paid network works differently. You get a lottery ticket. So obviously, the more lottery tickets you get, the more chance of getting the token, the more chance you get in getting in on the IDO. Now, they only have 2 tiers. Well, they have more than 2 tiers. They've got 3 tiers. So the moon tier is for everybody. Most people can afford this. The next tier is 75,000 paid tokens, which is about $65,000 right now. That gets you guaranteed allocation. But you see, it's a big investment. It's a big investment. But if you can get that allocation, if you've got the money, and you can get guaranteed one allocation per launch, that's huge. That is absolutely huge. But I can't afford that. And most people are like me. They're on the entry level one if they're lucky, and then another one like card starter. So these are the tier packs. For 100 cards, you've got a 10% chance of getting in on the IDO. 500 cards, 25%. 1,000 cards, 50%. And then you've got these face cards. So you need 1,500 cards for guaranteed allocation. So just let's just come back and let's just see what this is actually equates to in dollars. So this one's called card starter. Now I think this is actually on special at the minute. It's cheap. This was up to 50 odd dollars, I think. So $16. So let's do it. So 16.38. Sorry, just coughing away. Oh my god. So for card starter to get guaranteed allocation, you need 24,000 US dollars. So it's a lot of money, but it's not as much as paid network. Paid network, you need like $65,000, and I think sometimes these have been set up when the coin was worth very little. So now I think it's like it's not really proportionate in what it's gone up to a point where it's too much for most people. Because most people that got this, they'd have gotten it through being in crypto a long time and making money on other coins. So it's not really it doesn't really feel like they're spending the money. I mean, a lot of the people that have got this, I don't think they'll have physically sent in 65,000 US dollars from the bank account to buy these tokens. But that's what IDOs are all about. Be in the game, you've got to have set amount of coins in certain projects, and virtually every project will have like a basic level where you can get in. And I got in on Apollo X just with 700. It's actually 750 on the Binance Smart Chain with Apollo X. You only need 750 tokens, which is pretty cheap. It's like 600 US dollars right now, and that gets you a chance of getting on an IDO. And then same with Occam Finance, that gives you like what it's going to cost you 150 Occam Finance tokens, which now they're about $10. So $1,500, that'll get you a chance of allocation. So I hope that's helped. I hope it's not depressed you too much. But on the bright side, you don't need to get in on every IDO to get these really good prices, and because some IDOs don't go to the moon. There's certain IDOs where after launch they'll go up, but then they'll come down just as quick. And sometimes you can pick up brand new projects for virtually the same price as what the IDOs were, or not much more. And to give you an example, I had one called IDO. I got this through Occam Finance, and I got an allocation. And the allocation, the cost price for the pre-sale was 6 cents. 6 cents. And it's only 8.6 cents now. It went up to about 12, but then it's come back down. So sometimes is it worth it if you're only getting in on the small tier? It's a big investment. Sometimes it's worth just like if you can't afford to get in on IDOs, just watch when projects launch and keep your eye on them, because more often than not, when a project launches, the price will spike and then it'll come down drastically, because a lot of people sell if there's no cool off period. A lot of people sell. They wait for it to go up and they dump it back on the market almost straight away. And sometimes within a couple of hours of the launch, if you just keep your eye on, say, pancakeswap or whatever platform it is that they've launched on, like whatever blockchain, you can sometimes pick up these projects virtually the same price or only a little tiny bit more. So it's something else worth bearing in mind. Now there is lots of other launching platforms on all different blockchains. Like Avalanche, they've just launched two. I think they've done one called Avalanche. And then I think Ran was talking about another one recently. But every blockchain has got multiple launch platforms, and some are probably better than others. Some will probably attract a better clientele, so they'll get the better projects going to them. But again, you've got to invest money for it. So food for thought. And thank you for watching. And if you like the content and you appreciate it, please smash that like button and share it. Share the video with people that may find it useful, because obviously I want to get more people seeing my content and get the channel growing. Currently, I've got 73 subs and growing, and I appreciate every single one of you. And as I said in the other video, I'm humbled. So thank you, and remember, there's a crypto boy in every single one of you, even you women.